Hey you guys, I want to expose 3 big name boxers who are definitely on steroids, and I could go into more, but these are definite ones I'd go with now. So number 1, Errol Spence. If you look at the face-to-face pictures with him when he's fighting Kell Brook, look at his abs. His abs are all over the place. No one's born like that. No one's born with those abs where they're disfigured like that. That comes from steroids or human growth hormone, where it pushes out all the muscles and the abs become disjointed or disfigured like that. So that's a good sign, an easy one to spot. He's also got gynecomastia, so that's breast tissue under the nipple, which basically tells you that he's been doing steroids. And how that happens is it messes with your hormones, so you get an estrogen build up when you're using excess testosterone or steroids, and then that's what happens. So that's blatant. Number 2, Anthony Yard. Now he's even got more red flags on him. So if you look at his abs are also disfigured. He's also got gynecomastia, although that's not as easy to spot with him, but it's still there. You can see his nipples are like bulging out slightly. And the last one is just the shoulders. If you look at his shoulders, he's got that veiny look that steroid users have, where the veins are just always there. You know, you might see veins popping through when you've just had a workout, or as you're working out, but you know, and even then, you might just see a few little veins in like your forearms as you're doing a bicep curl, but you don't see them in your shoulder like that, where it almost looks grotesque. So there's 3 with him, you know, abs, nipples, and shoulder. Plus he's like got tattoos, so you know, people who do like tattoos, they'll do anything in my opinion. And you know, I'm not blasting everyone who's got tats, but when there's obviously steroid use as well, it's pretty obvious what's going on with that person and that character. And the last one is the big man, Anthony Joshua. If you look at his abs look all over the place. There's a picture I'll put up as I'm doing this voice note, and you'll see his abs are all over the place and pretty grotesque actually. And again, human growth hormone. And if you look at him, big muscles, big muscles, and that's how he's got the huge unnatural looking muscles, which he actually had to get rid of and slim down a bit recently because he was too slow. But yeah, blatantly steroids. All 3 of them guys, the abs is the big giveaway, to be honest. You know, and then you can just get a bit more out of that when you look into it. You know, you got Yard with the gynecomastia, Spence with the gynecomastia, AJ, people said he's on roids just because of the sheer size of the man in terms of the muscles. So it's pretty obvious, you know. So, you know, AJ was selling drugs at one point. You know, I've never done that. And I've got dudes coming on other videos saying I've got like 0 credibility when I've said like Yard's got 0 credibility. But these guys are fooling you just to get the money. And, you know, even Nate Diaz said everyone in MMA is on steroids. So it's almost the same really for boxing, isn't it? It's another physical combat sport. So what are you going to do when everyone else is on it? You know, you're probably going to do something. You're going to do something to get some advantage, but those are just obvious signs. And there's even more boxers I could go at, but those are 3 that just come to mind. And it is what it is, you know. So just thought I'd drop that one in for the boxing fans, for the sports fans, and just something a bit different from the coronavirus bullshit, because I want to sort of get away from that eventually. But, you know, like, coronavirus, people still think it's real, but there's a video online where it shows, is it building number 3 in the World Trade Center, how that came down, and BBC reported that it came down before it actually did, because they knew it was going to come down. So they're all in on it, you know, these people, these governments and media. So people trying to talk about, I don't know what I'm on about, but they don't know shit. And, you know, hopefully more people will hear this video, they'll look into that. And I'm mostly talking truth. From what I know, I'm mostly talking truth. You know, I might get the odd little detail wrong, but I wouldn't put out anything that I didn't believe in. So, all right, guys, thanks for listening.